Welcome back to Audrey's Adventures in Realty. I'm Audrey Stefanko and you're watching episode 7 of Cottage Makeover. So since we redid all the electrical and took down all the paneling and redid the insulation, we had all the walls open. So we decided to take that opportunity to redo the stairway, even though that wasn't on our list. So now we have a new railing to go alongside the top of the stairway, making it higher and just more safe and sturdy. And then we also put in some lighting going down the stairs. If you need to go to the bathroom at night, that will help you stay safe. A new railing and some lights. We also got the new cabinets in. We had to charter the ferry to do a special trip for us. Thank you to Captain Bernie and Chris who helped us out with that. And it was very bulky. Luckily, we were able to get the delivery truck to come right up to the ferry landing, and then of course we had to put them on the trailer to get them from the ferry landing to the cottage. So that was quite the ordeal. I mean, they didn't even come on the right day. We had it all set for one day and they didn't even show up. Then we finally get them there and we open them all up and we have some panels that are mismatched. There's like a totally different shade of blue in there, which they're not supposed to be. We do have two tones, white and like a nautical blue. We just have to get some knobs and of course get those panels replaced, but we did get all of the cabinets in. Another thing that we had to do prior to putting the cabinets in, if you remember from one of the previous episodes, there is a 4-inch slant that we didn't mess with the foundation for, so there's still that 4-inch slant in the kitchen. So Brad had to build a platform that kind of tapered off around the perimeter of the kitchen so that the cabinets and the countertop would lay level and flat, so you wouldn't have things just rolling off your countertops. So we got the cabinets in, and with the cabinets all in, then we were able to finish the flooring. And again, it's just the luxury vinyl tile that we're putting out through the whole cottage on that level. It looks like wood, if you remember. You can see a clip here. With the flooring done, that pretty much wrapped up the living room and the main bathroom. We just have some trim work left to do. So the living room was complete, so my dad and Brad were excited to be able to get a new TV mounted in there and the surround sound in just in time to watch some fall football. So we just need to get some furniture for the living room, and that will be complete once the trim work is completed. So we are very excited to work with Tile and Stone Works because they were able to get us a quick turnaround and actually got our countertops in before we had to close the cottage up. That was something we were not anticipating doing this season, but we were able to get it done. And since of course there are no cars on the island, they had to, Tile and Stone Works had to carry those slabs over by hand. So a huge shout out to them. Tile and Stoneworks was our plan B. Actually, plan A, we had our original countertops were white oak butcher block, and we bought those early on and stored them in the shed. But unfortunately, the summer weather was not kind to them and they did get warped. We ended up going with a quartz called Blue Sky. It's really pretty, reminds us of the moving water of the river, and just ties in the white and the blue cabinets really nicely. Since we weren't able to use the butcher block for the countertops, we are repurposing them and going to use them for some of our open shelving and possibly building a bench to go by the dining room table. So we've got the floors finished, stairway done, cabinets in, the countertops in, and so now we got to put some appliances in. We did get the stove and microwave and ice maker that we waited 6 months to get. We've had a lot of bad luck with the rain, but we did get them over and we did get them in. We have to still purchase a refrigerator and a dishwasher. So those will be going in hopefully the spring, summer. We also got a new farmhouse cast iron sink, a big, nice white sink that will last us at least our whole lifetime. We won't have to replace it. Looks great. We've gotten a lot of work done inside the cottage with just a little bit left to do. Some touch-ups, some trim work, order some appliances and some furniture, and we're done on the inside. We do need to refinish the doors in there, so there's a future video for you. And we are going to be making a new fire pit outside. We've done a lot of work outside, cleaning up the yard and getting rid of things. And apparently we needed to get rid of 3 more trees. I was on vacation and I came back and my dad had 3 trees taken down. Brad did snag a video of that, just barely missed the deck. And so anyways, there was 3 huge logs that we now had to get out of the yard. So Brad chopped and split them. So we have a huge, nice, big firewood pile for our future fire pit. It won't just be this large mound of crap that we're burning and getting rid of. It'll actually be a nice, like, ring fire pit with maybe some gravel leading up to it and the Adirondack chairs. So there's another future video for you next year. And that pretty much wraps it up. So we did have to close up the cottage, which was a little bit of a learning curve because we now had this new water treatment system in there. So Brad had to do his research and due diligence on that. We had to, like I said, get his work trailer off the island and just pick up the last of the remaining tools. He didn't want to leave them there over the winter, and he had some projects near home to do. So we got all packed up and closed up the cottage, and we're excited to finish this project up in the spring. So overall, I think the construction went really well. It was definitely a lot more work, a lot more money, and a lot more time than I had anticipated. But we made it through despite all our obstacles. And I think we made it out stronger. And I just want to say thank you to my dad, Bill Mushakian, for allowing us to do this in your home and for being a good sport, sleeping on the porch, letting us make most of the decisions along the way, and being our biggest cheerleader. So thanks, Dad. We definitely had a budget in mind when we decided to do this project, and like most renovations, we surpassed that very quickly. I think we're nearly double by the time we get the appliances and the furniture in there, but I think it'll be worth it. I love the way it came out. It's gonna be for generations to come. Everything's done right, done well, and we won't be having to do any more large projects in the near future, or even for Brady or Oliver. So, and we got this amazing story along the way. So thanks to Brad, whose idea it was to film all of this, and now we have it documented. We are very much looking forward to next year. Next summer is our summer. We just have a few small projects to do, but we will actually be able to enjoy the cottage, this brand new cottage that we have, space that we have, and boat that we have. So we won't be working so much and we can actually use our boat. I'm super excited about that. If anyone watching this is thinking about renovating their cottage on Russell Island, or any island, especially one that doesn't have an auto ferry, I would just say to set your expectations higher than whatever you think it's gonna be. It's gonna be more work. It's gonna be more time. There's gonna be more snags, and it's definitely gonna be more money than whatever you think it is. Just double it, and set your expectations there. There are so many people to thank that helped us in little ways and big ways throughout this whole process. And I do have to mention that my business, Audrey's Adventures in Realty, did very well on the island this summer. So thank you to all the islanders who trusted me to either help them sell or buy their cottage this past summer. It all got reinvested back into the island, into the cottage, and really once it got past the budget, I would have been at a stopping point if it wasn't for my business and therefore my clients. So thank you to all of those people. I believe I sold about 6 cottages on the island and a couple pieces of land. So huge shout out to my clients. You're awesome. Also wanted to thank North Channel Transport, aka the Russell Island Ferry, for helping us load and unload stuff. They do not have to do that, for being flexible and allowing us to charter extra ferries just for us. So thank you, Captain Bernie. Thank you, Captain Dan. Thank you, Chris, for all your help with that. Thank you to all the islanders that have been giving us words of encouragement, that have helped us with odds and ends along the way, that have also helped us with loading and unloading items. I mean, that's just the islander kind of way. I mean, even if we weren't doing this project and you just brought a lot of stuff, people are always willing to give you a helping hand, which is, you know, one of the many reasons why I love this community. And then, of course, I have to thank our friends and family who helped us, people that helped us with some general labor, that came over with their expertise. You know who you are. Thank you so much. We literally couldn't do this without the help of so many people. Even though I have to give Brad, my husband, a shout out for doing 90% of the labor and basically living on the island this summer and sacrificing a lot of his time and energy and, of course, our money for this project. So thanks, babe. Love you. And I just wanted to invite anybody and everybody that wants to come check out the cottage next summer and see it in person. Just let me know. It's an open door. We'll be there a lot, enjoying it. And there are more episodes to come. They just won't be until the spring as far as Cottage Makeover goes. In the meantime, I will have some Audrey's Adventures in Realty, real estate tips and tricks and just market updates for you. So stay tuned for those. Thank you for watching Audrey's Adventures in Realty. This has been Cottage Makeover episode 7. I'm Audrey Stefanko, and I'll see you on the next episode.